What I have realized from this whole code switching conversation and this quiet on the creek conversation about white people is that white people are jealous of black energy. And we already knew that, but I mean, they are jealous of us energetically. And I got this because I'm in Tennessee right now, which is full of these folks. And whenever a couple of us folks, see each other, we always wave, we always head nod, we always say. And I was getting a tour by one of these concierge people, and I was, me and a fellow friend were waving at each other, gave each other the very good to see you, and the concierge, they asked the silly white person question of, oh, do you know them? Because all white people think that all black people know each other, and they think we know each other because we when they see us interact with such familiarity, and it made me realize that black people, we do know each other energetically. We are because if you're new here, I talk about you have a physical body and you have an energy body, or your soul body, or your spirit body, but it is the non-dense physical form of you. It is your higher self, your spirit. That is a physical thing. It is very dispersed energy. And so what I'm realizing is that black people are energetically, we're all neighbors. We are all energetically in the same neighborhood. And so we can energetically yell across the street. And we know, if I say, hey girl, okay top, okay bottom, okay hair, you know what that means. Like, just anything that we say, we know what it means energetically. And white people cannot talk energetically. They can only talk in literal terms, which is why which is why they hold on to their legal system so much, their written documents so much. They take everything literal because they don't know how to read energy. They hate.
I really feel that a lot of these black people really think they know white people. So you telling me that white people don't know slang? That's basically what you're telling me, right? There's some white people that know slang. Come on, man. I just feel it like when black people will always find a reason to not like white people. Oh, they don't talk energetically like us, so I don't like them. I don't want to be around them. They asked me this question and see if I knew them. Look, stupid, right? You know, we have slang, they have slang. Some understand it, some do, some don't. Who cares? But it's just like it's so funny how we have these think pieces from a lot of black people trying to down talk white people and make it seem like just white people are just bad because they're not energetically thinkers like us. I don't even know what that means. I just think that slang, right? You got a little slang or you got a little head nod just growing up around black people, right? But instead of trying to have a think piece, and if that person that is a different color asks you a question, you just say, no, this is just a thing that we do. You explain it to them, right? See, the one thing about black people, they don't like to educate other cultures on what they got going on. Don't take it as a question as if they're trying to be mean to you or they're not cool like you. I really feel like, and a lot of cultures do feel this way. A lot of black people be having their nose stuck up, like they better than everybody else. Oh, they're not energetically literate like us. So I'm not gonna tell them about what we do. Who cares? Like this whole conversation is crazy, right? And it's just like black people, and it's not all black people, but there's a lot of black people who find every single reason to make white people look bad. No matter what. Like saying white people aren't energetically literate, whatever that means, is idiotic to me. It's just you're really searching for a reason to talk down on white people because you feel white people are doing you dirty in your life. I just think that a lot of y'all need to get a life. For y'all to sit here and really sit here and say that to try to find another reason why you think white people are bad. Like, talk about something that's a little bit more lightning. Talk about something that makes sense. Even me just listening to it, I'm just like, what are you talking about? But it's just that you're searching for a reason to why white people are mad. That's it. That's really it. You're really coming here with a reason to tell why white people are bad because they're not energetically literate like us. I don't even know what that means. Yes, if I see a black person, I hit them with the head nod. I don't even, is that called energetic literate? I don't know. I just think that that's just a thing that we do. And if somebody asks me, I say that's just a thing that, I see a black person, they see me, we say what's up and get it on. Okay, educate. But for you to sit here and to try to downplay another race because they don't understand what you're doing, or they ask you a question to get an understanding, that's crazy.
American vernacular, right? This whole code switching thing, and they think that they're code switching by changing their words, but they don't understand that code switching is an entire energy shift. You go from the energy of being your black, jovial, happy, casual self to we have to shift energies to hi, yes, how are you? Are you doing well today? Oh, it's good to see you. How is the weather? How are the kids? Like that is an energy, is an entire energetic shift from one person to a different version of that person. They switch from one set of words to a different set of words, and they think that's code switching. But it's not. And so yeah, white people they always get uncomfortable when black people are all around each other and when we congregate because we have so much black energy, and that energy is the fact that we can literally talk telepathically, we can literally read each other's body language, we can really literally say the same thing, the same word. Like if I were to say like girl versus girl versus girl, like you can tell each of those have distinct meanings although it's the same word. White people hate, and I've heard them talk about this, they hate tonic languages that only differ via just tone, because that is a part of reading energy that white people don't have the capability of doing. Like they don't know how to read the room, they don't know how to read energy. If it's not written down in plain black and white or said verbally out their mouth, then it doesn't count. Like the whole voice memo conversation is because a whole layer of white people don't know how to read subtext, they don't know how to read energy. The energy behind that voice memo was disgusting, that energy was predatory, that energy was I'm going to take whatever I came to get and you're not going to be able to stop me. That was the energy. But so many these people, they can't read energy, and that's why they hate black people. That's why they always feel like black people know each other, because they can feel like they can I don't know, they can sense that we have this other layer of humanity that they don't have, which is it goes into the white narcissism, is why they feel like the need to ensure that we are on the bottom, ensure that we know our place, ensure that they need all this external reassurance because they have no internal authority, and that comes from them being energetically empty.
Uh, it's just a lot. For a person to really sit here and try to dissect white people is stupid. To really explain and really come up with a way to make white people look bad, or to explain why things are happening to you in your life, is because white people can't read energy of black people, and they don't speak a tonic language, and they know black people are telepath, going way too far off the deep end, way too far off the deep end to really come out with a this is what we consider a think piece, to come out and really say all of this and try to say this is the reason why black white people don't like us, or why we are always at the bottom because they are hating on us, is crazy. Because if we truly had these gifts, we will be a lot more ahead. How about we talk telepathically to ourselves and say stop killing each other? How about when we talk this tone and language, we start demeaning the ignorant folks in our community? Stop being so worried about white people and how white people you think is hating on us. Why don't you start worrying about what black people are doing? Use that special powers that you got to make the black race better then. And when I say make them better, I mean by holding themselves accountable. How about you use your telepathy and talk to the ignorant folks in our community? Just tell them, go ahead and tell on yourself and go to jail. How about we do some real stuff like that? If we got that so many powers that you talking about, why haven't we used those powers for the good of the black community? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's always keep thinking right, keep it going. Make sure you tap in and hit the notification bell and the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys rocking with me, and I'm out. I'm not African American, bro. I'm American. Temporary status shouldn't be 40 years. This is why we can't help single moms. We gotta make snitching great again. If I see a man, he don't take care of his kids, he's a bum. Unsubscribe. I'm still gonna keep going up. My issue is that you are really hard on single mothers. It will always be the woman's fault. Start snitching, y'all. I haven't seen a smart black Democrat. Let's keep it funky. Why was the woman created? It's called the No Filter Morning Show. It's straight like that.